Welcome to ETimes. My name is Sandesh Akte. Today we have with us the team of Nikamma. We have with us the lead actor Abhimanyu Dassani and the director Sabbir Khan. Firstly, welcome to ETimes, guys.
Thank you. Half the team of Nikamma is
here. Yes.
Nikamma. We are repping.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you all, it's been a long journey. Abhimanyu, the last time I spoke with you, I think you were still shooting for the movie and it had not finished yet.
Yeah.
It was before somewhere in the lockdown. The movie had already released and audiences देख रही है movie. So कैसे describe करोगे आपकी journey? Firstly, Abhimanyu, I want to know from you because it's your third film and I think after Mann Ko Dar Nahi Hota, this is the first film after pandemic which is releasing in theaters. So how are you feeling?
I mean, obviously there's excitement since we nurtured this film for long. But like Sabbir sir said earlier, we needed some kind of closure, and the love of the people that we've been receiving over the weekend and the week, that's what's giving us the closure and telling us that it was good to be patient and good things come to those who wait.
Right. And are you planning to go in the theaters to watch the movie, like your movie?
Oh, I've been in several shows. We've been in several shows from Friday. Every day we've been going on to several shows.
Nice.
Seeing how people are reacting and it's nice interacting with people.
Right. Sabbir sir, how was your journey? Of course, you've always been an action genre-oriented director. So how have you done it differently in this one, which is a remake of a Telugu, official remake of a Telugu film? MCA. So, इसमें क्या different क्या है? And also, did you have Abhimanyu in your mind since the beginning when you got on the project?
So, the thing that will be different in this is where I come in, how I see the film. I like the original story and I was connected to it. Taking that core story, we've taken a lot of time to build it, our own screenplay around it, and how to take it to a wider audience than the original films reach.
Mm-hmm.
So you see a certain, like you mentioned that I have done films a certain way in the past, so you see a certain stamp of mine that comes through.
Right.
And regarding Abhi, like I said, the story came first. We wrote and built the character, and then I thought that he was the perfect fit for it. And he had the qualities that we were looking for in Nani, predominantly being a huge Nikamma. And that shift to seriousness for the craft and that intensity.
Right.
And that's how it all happened.
Yeah, in the trailer also, like that shift, we could see in the trailer, like first.
It's evident, na?
Yeah, like the first half it was all jolly, comic, and then suddenly there's a shift and we see a different side.
That's what happens to most Nikammas. They aimless in life until they realize what they need to stand for. Yeah.
Right. How did you connect with the character?
I mean, Sabbir sir helped me a lot to get through this character because it's a new genre. But yeah, I remember the time that I was in Nikamma. All of us at some point in our lives have gone through that phase. So I tried to incorporate a few things of my Nikamma period. Like, there's always that one guy in your life who's perpetually sleeping, and whenever you meet him, he's like, "Puri neend nahi hui hai." So I was that guy. So I kind of got that into this character. You see me sporting like deep dark circles because I didn't sleep through the shoot, so that I could get this kind of look, like scruffy beard, out of bed, look, heavy cheeks because he doesn't take care of himself,
Right.
But at the same time, it's Sabbir sir's film.
But also, kudos to him, when we were processing the character and building it, there was conversation between us where I said we should not, even he agreed, we should not portray it like a hero. So hats off to him to come in that place and not be vain enough to make sure he's checking on his looks, because at that stage of life, until maybe love doesn't hit you, that you start taking care of your parents and all.
Right.
So he was messy, out of bed hair, sleeping, dark circles. Yeah.
So must have saved time for makeup during shoot.
Yeah.
But Sabbir sir, I want to know, this is an official remake of the Telugu movie by Nani, and comparisons are bound to happen. What would you tell the original movie fans about this movie and how they should look at it? Because obviously there are people who will say we love the original better. And
I would say that I love the original story, and here I am carrying the love forward to a wider audience.
Right.
So when you do an official remake, you're paying tribute to the original. You're saying that you love it, and that is why you want to take it to a wider audience. I haven't been saying this a lot, but I'll say this, I will say, it's not as if it was a blockbuster film, you know, that it hit home. I wouldn't touch it. I like the story and I felt it had so much more potential that I could twist the screenplay and, you know, make it into a different sort of a thriller. And that's what I've attempted. I've taken a film that did lukewarm average business, though Nani is loved a lot. And I know for a fact that the film that we've taken from the producers, Dil Raju, and the team, Nani and Saibali, they all know about it and they're very happy that we're making this film, taking it to a wider audience. So I would say I'm taking that love and carrying it forward. That's what I would say.
Abhi, did you have any thoughts, you know, comparisons honge and as the lead? Yeah, okay,
I
you've not seen those.
haven't seen the film.
Okay.
And yeah, Nani sir, I've seen a lot of his films. Fortunately, unfortunately, I haven't seen MCA.
Okay.
But you know, I've always liked his work and I've enjoyed watching him, and I hope he gets a chance to watch our movie.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and reach out to him. And just as an artist to artist, if he can give me a feedback, if he saw me do something that he liked with the character, which it would be nice to jam with him afterwards.
Right, right. And also now that we are talking about you know, the South films, like what is your view on this whole, you know, the discussion that is happening these days about South versus Hindi, and you know, there's a whole new audience that the South film industry has discovered now with big hits like, you know.
I'm worried why they don't talk about it like Indian cinema.
Yeah.
Why this divide?
Yeah, of course. That is, I think that is happening now.
I think
pan-India.
everybody wants to stereotype and box. Why don't they call it one uniform Indian cinema? We're so proud of this whole country producing such great filmmakers and great storytellers and great actors. Why are we not seeing that instead of South and this? I'm sorry, just
Yeah, no, I think that's the whole discussion that is
No,
happening.
also why if there was, I mean, there have been superstars from the last 10 years. Why are they only being noticed now?
Right.
If people are waking up right now, that means we are supposed to give explanation right now.
Right.
I mean, I've been following their careers for the last 10 years. They've been making really amazing cinema, and I'm glad that the audience are now finally realizing, opening their eyes, and they're seeing good cinema. Because for us, it's language, subtitles. That's a small barrier. What we are trying to connect is emotions. What we're trying to tell you is a story of emotions, which I would say in a way is universal all around the world. You know, it bends cultures, it bends diversities, it makes us uniform. That is what art is. It's flowing, right?
And the audience right now is just telling you only one thing.
Make good stuff.
Make good stuff. So whether it's an RRR or it's a Top Gun or it's a Bulbulai, you're cutting across all three different regions. But if the film is entertaining, we will get the love and the box office success. And it is not as entertaining enough, next Friday. So it's not as if one particular thing, you know.
Right. Do you think South remakes will like come to a halt after a point, because now people are watching
I don't know
South?
why it should.
So now they'll do Korean remakes.
But yeah, like we are seeing it happening because South movies are doing well in their language, dubbed in Hindi.
Yeah.
The Hindi audiences are also watching it.
Yeah.
So
If they have access to watch it completely, then there's no point in doing it. Like if Hindi cinema now has its access in the South that they can watch it on a platform, then the South industry also wouldn't make
Remakes of
Hindi films. So if they don't have that access, then it's better to tell somebody's good story and take it to a wider audience.
Right.
Yeah,
Why not?
But sometimes you know, a story set in a certain language doesn't have to matter which language. Maybe the emotions connect with people from a different area, country, continent, and they want to make it in another language so that their people understand the same emotion in the story that was told. So, is that wrong?
No, for example, like a Munna Bhai or a Three Idiots,
Yeah.
well loved throughout India, yet you've seen multiple versions of it in Telugu and Tamil. In this, it's just so that if people did not understand the original language, they're taking that story to them too. You know?
It gets a larger audience.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, also Abhimanyu, so I wanted to ask this. So Salman Khan in an interview had said that if ever there was like a sequel or a remake of Maine Pyar Kiya, he would want you to be the train.
That's so
So what do you think? Like, would you ever see
Remake
yourself?
Maine Pyar Kiya?
Yeah?
Never.
No?
No. You can't touch something that's timeless.
Yeah.
How can you make something that is incredible better?
Classic.
You
It's a
can't.
classic, yeah.
You can't.
So you won't want to?
Of course not.
You won't want the movie only to be made?
Of course not. I think it would be really silly to make it. Like whoever would big, I was like, this would be my reaction. I'm like, really?
Okay, that's interesting. And also, of course, your first film has some cult following, Maan Ko Dardi Hota.
Yes,
And
sir.
Is there any possibility of a sequel of that?
I know
movie?
you're asking personally. I know you're asking personally.
So yeah, but then it has a lot of followers who are, like very loyal to the movie. And they love it.
Every day that I read a comment or read a DM or someone like this comes and tells me,
Never say never.
I look up and I say, please.
Pani to peete rehna.
Bilkul. Bilkul. And with that note, I think we can call it a day.
Yeah, so finally,
Actually, I'm mesmerized with the fact that he looks so much like Stanley Kubrick. And it's like Stanley
really should
Kubrick is
Google
interviewing
this.
us. We are thrown back to 2001. A Space
I will Google that
Yeah.
director. Lastly, क्या message देना चाहेंगे about to the viewers about Nikamma, which is already released?
Guys, thank you for the love that you've given us. All the feedback that you've gotten, that we've gotten, we're taking it constructively, and and thank you for all the love and blessings that you've given us and the things that you've enjoyed.
And it's still playing in cinemas around you.
Yes,
So if
please
you-
go and catch it.
Yeah, if you didn't have a chance to go and catch it, take your family.
If you saw it once, you can watch it again.
Again.
Yeah, maybe you can give us more feedback.